Well, there's so much going on in here at the moment in terms of various projects on the go, new tools that have landed, collaborations with the channel. So I thought it's as good a time as any for me to have a sit down and let's have a little bit of a channel update. Alright folks, hello again, welcome back to my channel, and I've got so much to talk about. I'm going to jump straight into it, and the first one is YouTube channel membership. Now if you followed the channel for a little while, you may know that I have a subscription service via my website, which gives subscribers regular access to things like behind the scenes videos, going into a little bit more detail what goes on in here, and ad-free versions of the public YouTube videos. Now I have decided to offer those extras, those perks, also via YouTube channel membership, and that is in response to feedback from my subscribers who say they like to manage their subscriptions all under one umbrella, if you like, and YouTube channel membership gives them the opportunity to do that. So as of today, for £2.99 you can join, and I think it's just a little thing under the video icon. It's really easy to do, and so for £2.99 a month you will get regular behind the scenes videos talking about, say, project stuff in here, and also a little bit more about myself, and you'll get early access to the public YouTube videos in ad-free format. It's a great way of supporting the channel because it does give me that kind of regular type of income now that this is my living, if you like. So if you're looking to support the channel and support me on my disability woodworking adventures, then I'd really appreciate it if you were to join up and subscribe to YouTube membership. Or if you prefer, you can subscribe to the members area on my website. It gives you the exact same extra content, it's just people prefer to manage their subscriptions in different ways. What it doesn't mean is I am not going to be disappearing behind a paywall. The free to access public facing YouTube videos will continue to be put out as long as I am fit and healthy to do so. If you didn't catch my shorts video on this, I am delighted to announce that I have been chosen to be a brand ambassador for Rutlands Tools. If you've been here since the early days, you will know I have bought loads of equipment from Rutlands. I'm just looking around now. Parallel clamps, the silent compressor, my nail gun, bobbin sander. That's just off the top of my head. I've always been a fan of their stuff, and I'm delighted to be in the position now to be able to test out some of the new gear, promote it, and also offer some reviews via my channel. Now, as you can see here, Rutlands have sent me their brand new cordless miter saw, and I am planning on doing a video on this in a few weeks' time. But if you have any specific questions you'd like answering about this saw, then use the comments or any of the DMs via my social media, and I will endeavour to do my best to answer them in the video. What it does mean is if you'd like to support the channel and you are considering making a purchase from Rutlands, then there is a link in the description, and if you were to click on that link and then go make a purchase from Rutlands Tools, then a small commission will go towards the channel. It's a great way of supporting me. It doesn't cost you any money, and I greatly appreciate it if you could use that and also spread the word as well. In terms of upcoming content, for the first time since I started the channel, I've actually got more projects on the go than I have actually got time to devote to them. The next one you're going to see is a DIY woodworking job that required me to dress like this at some point during the project, which was littered with mistakes, but I've managed to get it finished. There is a ridiculous amount of editing to do on it, but that's going to be the next video that you're going to see up on the channel. As you can see next to me here, I have currently got 2 chopping boards that I've made up, submerged in water, and they've been like that for about 5 days. Now, if you are a maker who likes to make stuff like cutting boards to sell at things like craft fairs, then keep an eye out on the channel, because I'm hoping that when the results of this are in, that I might be able to save you quite a bit of money. Interesting one. What else have I got on the go? Well, I've got a project that I'm working on that I am going to team up with the Bootle Tool Sheds, who are going to very kindly offer to help me on that one in regards to using a CNC machine for the very first time. Going to be really interesting. And I'm also going to be refurbing our front door. Now, I've got some of the stuff. I'm actually going to use the teak here that I used on the garden bench, this one, to help refurbish the front door. Again, it's a completely new project for me. I've never done anything like that before, and fingers crossed it's going to go all right. Now, considering how relatively short the time has been since I set up the outdoor wood finishes experiment, I didn't think at this stage I'd have any updates for you, but I do, and I posted a short form content on this both via short and my social media. But if you didn't catch it, it's to do with the Sickins, the Cetal and the Filter 7 Plus, and I'll zoom in on this, but there is an issue with it. Now, as you can see here, the kind of these white blisters that there's been maybe some kind of reaction with the finish and the wood itself, but it hasn't happened on any of the other finishes. So not on the any of the oils, not happened on the Rubio or on the Banker Eye oil from Tretex or any of the others. It's only happened on the 2 panels with the Sickins. So if you know maybe what's caused this, then please let me know in the comments, and if you've got any suggestions what I can do to maybe sort it out. But I'm going to leave it as it is for now because it is an experiment and I want to post on this in the long term. Now, I know the eagle-eyed amongst you have noticed a few new additions in the background in the workshop in recent videos, most noticeably this one here, the Axminster Professional AP406DS drum sander. Now, I bought this second hand and it's a massive investment for the workshop. Now, whenever I'm looking to buy something new, it has to fulfill the criteria. Does it make my working processes easier for me as a one-handed woodworker? Does it make it more efficient? Is it time saving? And also, does it help me physically with my body so I'm not kind of wearing out my good arm? And this certainly does tick the boxes for all of those. All right, it's still very early days with it. I've been running some test cuts, some test pieces with it, but I have to say I'm extremely impressed with it. I know there's a few content creators out there who've got this same model and I'm pretty sure they feel the same about it. I've just fitted it with an 80 grit Abranet Max, I think it's called, mesh. That was a little bit challenging and I hope I don't have to do it again anytime soon. But yeah, fantastic bit of kit. What else have I got new in the workshop? Well, I did also, these are all second hand again, but obviously new to me. I bought the new, sorry, I bought it second hand, but as I say new. I bought the new Festool TSC 55 KEB cordless track saw. I bought the TS 55 maybe about 4 years ago, something like that. It was one of my first premium tool purchases, and I was, you know, really impressed with that. I intend to keep both. It's just that I've been doing some outdoor work recently. It's so much easier when you've got a battery set up than having to get a corded out there. So yeah, again, it's still only early stages with that, but I've been really impressed with it. I've got the Festool, is it QF1010 1/4" router. Growing a bit of a router collection at the moment, but it's nice to have them set up for specific jobs. Again, makes it so much easier and efficient, because changing router bits can be a bit of a challenge for me. I know I can do it, but it really does slow things up. So if I've got different routers set up for different for different functions, then it makes it easier for me. I've also purchased the Festool PS 300 EQ jigsaw. Now, one of the other features of one-handed woodworking is you really want minimal vibration in a machine. That's why I upgraded to premium random orbit sanders very early on. The Mercaderos 2 is one that I'm using currently. And a huge thank you to Gordon Farrer at Festool, who actually loaned me one of these, because I did have a budget jigsaw, but the vibration on it was so vicious. It just wasn't usable for me, because it became very uncomfortable to use and it just burnt out my good arm in no time. So I didn't want to just plump straight for a product that I also couldn't use, and Gordon very kindly lent me his for a period of time, and on the strength of that I went and bought one of these. Minimal vibration, so much easier to change direction in them, and when I'm making things like my charcuterie boards, they really do come in handy for something like that. So yeah, quite a lot of new gear in here at the moment. It's all profits from the business are just being reinvested back into equipment to make it more pleasant for me to be in here, make things more efficient, make things less demanding physically on my body. So yeah, new tools, all very nice. This thing, wow, absolutely incredible, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. I've got a wide coffee table that I've just glued up, so it comes out to about 30 inches. So with this being an open side as well, you can kind of flip it around, so I'm looking forward to testing that out as well. Keep an eye out for the shorts form on that one. Now, please bear with me because I actually really don't like this term, but I've been accepted onto the Amazon Influencers program. But what it does do, it gives me access to having an Amazon storefront, and I'll leave a link in the description. So if you're to click on that, and there's loads of subcategories as well, virtually everything you see in here, there will be an Amazon clickable link. So if you see me using something and go, actually, I quite fancy one of those myself, if you were to click on that link and then purchase it through Amazon, then a small commission will go towards myself. It's a great way of supporting me in here at no extra cost to yourself. And keep updating the Amazon storefront as well, because there's loads of stuff on there, and I keep adding to the different subcategories as well. So I've got the laser stuff, I've got my trend gear, I've got me workshop accessories, including my apron. I always get asked about the handmade Britain's Best Woodworker apron. I've got a link to it in there, the Baco carbide scrapers, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and also I think as well, if you click on the link and make any Amazon purchase, then I could potentially get a little bit of commission from them as well over a small period of time. So as I say, no cost to yourself, great way of supporting me and my disability woodworking adventures in here, and I'd really would appreciate it if you could support me in that way. A huge thank you to the good folk at Intelligent Fixings who have very kindly sent me the Peanut Mini Jig. I have an idea for a couple of items of furniture that I'd actually like to make in flat pack form and sell via my website, and I think this is the perfect solution to that type of project. It's still very much in the testing phase at the moment, particularly me using the plunge router, specifically on 45-degree miters. I've got to work on making sure that is a safe way for me to do it, hence the testing stage at the moment. But it's a brilliant bit of kit, this, and I'm sure you will see this in upcoming content in the very near future. What YouTube content am I currently watching? Well, apart from all the regulars that I'm sure you're also engaged with, there's one channel I'd love you to head over, click the subscribe button and catch some of his content. I met this gentleman at Makers Central and his channel is called King Craft Farm Workshop. He's currently got, I think, under 50 subscribers, so we could bump that up a little bit. That would be amazing. What an undertaking he is taking on. He is converting a commercial agricultural barn into a functioning workshop. It is a huge job, a massive undertaking, and I'm really looking forward to following his journey, and I'm sure you'd really enjoy it as well. So check that one out, please. King Craft Farm Workshop, and I'll leave a link in the description for you to click on, and click the subscribe button for him as well. I recently uploaded a video of my 1-year anniversary of the spinal cord stimulator implant surgery, and it's opened me up to a whole new community in addition to the woodworking folk. And I was recently invited to the Walton Centre to speak at an event that they were hosting about pain. I was presented as a case study to a room of specialists and had the opportunity to talk about my experiences of chronic pain, both pre-surgery and post-surgery. It was so nice to be invited to that event. I'm not going to lie, I was a bit nervous going in, but to have the opportunity to speak at something like that and also to answer questions from specialists who are wanting to gain a better understanding of it. I'll leave a link to the SCS surgery video in the description if you want to check that out. Right folks, that's about it for this one. As I said at the beginning, there's so much going on in here at the moment. It's great to do an update video and share all the fantastic stuff that's happening and also the good stuff that I've got planned as well. It also gives me an opportunity to thank you for your incredible continued support. It's been over 5 years since I've been on YouTube now, and I am just so grateful for the amazing support that I get from you, and it's just a huge, honest, sincere thank you from me. As ever, everyone, take care and look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.